What's up, people? How y'all doing tonight? See who we got in here. We got Penny, Nanny, Nani. Oh, Nani, I'm sorry you're feeling bad. Please, if you got to, you got to. Go lay down. Take care of your earache. Sharon McAndrews, Ghost Devil, Victoria, Josephine, Darcy, Dumpling, Wild Angel, Becca. What's up, Rocket Queen? Tashi, Casper Friendly, Shanny B, Becca, Jacqueline Whiting, Cool Gamer, Bobby Joe, Adam Maynard. What's up, Jeff? Kimmy Poo with a Kimmy Poo and Dumpling Bomb. Thank you so much, girls. Country Bro. Ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Rocket Queen. Thank you, girl. Amanda Elizabeth. Deanna. Paper Cut Tina. Shane. Let's see. Angie Gibson. What's up, girl? True Crime Jessica. See you later. Pac Man. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I hope everybody's doing good. Markella. I said Shane, didn't I? Or did I say Sean? I'll call you whatever you put on there. How's everybody doing tonight? Are we ready for Super Bowl Sunday? Or better yet, are you ready to party tomorrow night? Corvette girl, what's up, girl? Are y'all ready to jam out to some music tomorrow night? Country Bro, we have a new channel where we go listen to music at on Friday night. It's White Trash Family. Well, you can come in tomorrow and we can rock and roll all night long. How's that? Well, not all night long as I can go. What if I want to stay on all night, though? Oh, nobody does football, huh? Well, I'm just going to do it for the watching. Okay, good deal. Okay, I'll go. I ain't never been to a bar via YouTube, but I guess it's the first time for everything. Guys, look what my wife's got me drinking. Water, and I don't like water.
Water's good.
What's up, Lorray? Michelle Finch. We were going to do a VFW party with the veterans, but we didn't get enough donations. So it is good, Bobby Joe. I don't like plain water, so I had to get me some Propels to make it taste good. Make it have a taste, rather. All right, so we'll get started here in just a second. Let's see. Everyone here just brings a dish, and we tip the bartender. Yeah, see, we don't have the bar in ours no more. See you later. I know, right? Becca said I drink water. It's in my tea and coffee. The new medicine they got me, I'm doing that anyway, Darcy. But 52 people, 26 likes. Let's get them likes up now. Hit the share button, go over and hit that subscribe button, go all the way to the top, and hit the all, subscribe to all, and that way you'll know when I come on, all the hours of the night, all days, whenever. But now, tonight is for veterans, as you see. So if you'd like to make a donation to the veterans, please do so in the PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, you can put it in the Cash App and put donations for veterans, and I'll take it out of Cash App and put it over into PayPal. But that's how you do it. If you'd like to make a donation to them, please do so. They deserve it more than I do, so please send them a donation in the PayPal. Thank you, Markella. Yes. You can support me that way, or you can send donations to the Cash App if you want to. But I will tell you, if you send a donation to that more on certain hours like this, on certain days like Veterans Day, I'll take the Cash App money and I'll put it over into the PayPal anyway. So I'm just going to show a few things about homeless veterans. It really bothers me that they're treated the way they are. Hey, Panda. Now, this is a living facility that the veterans live in, and I'm thinking it's in Stockton, California. Don't quote me on that, but I'm thinking it is. So let's go. Let's go share it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's watch this.
Broken heaters, cracked ceilings, water falling from the ceilings. These are just some of the things that we saw inside this downtown Stockton building where several veterans called home. That is, until today.
Veterans at Stockton's
Way to go, Becca. Thank you.
had to quickly pack their bags on Wednesday morning as they try to figure out where they will live next.
I was going to try to rent a car today just so, like, worst case scenario, I do have some wheels.
Thank you, Darcy, for being a member for 1 month.
Down in the offices, workers scramble to find rides and alternative shelters for the roughly 22 veterans living on site. Many, they say, will have to be relocated to homeless shelters in other counties. The reason for this? Water leaks, plumbing issues, and lack of heating.
It's a nightmare.
Making it difficult for those living inside.
A lot of the problem is, the issue is like the living status in the rooms, like the heater's not working, the water, cold water, no hot water.
On February 1st, staff received a notice of violations from a city inspector pointing out the damages in need of repair. On Monday, the program director says they received a notice from the landlord to vacate for those repairs by today.
All the residents had to be out of the second and third floor, and that's exactly where they stay, is above us. So we had really short notice, maybe 24 hours, to get them going into different places.
Wise says they've had to rely on thousands of dollars in program funds to pay for some of the damages so far, but money is running out, and their question is, who will be responsible for paying the upcoming repairs? Her biggest concern is for the well-being of the veterans while they're away.
Transportation, food, who's going to provide or support.
Some are mature as 83 years old or struggling with disabilities.
We have a veteran that's nonverbal, so he relies on us to do his Social Security, to do his banking, to be his advocate.
The notice of violations from the city states that corrections have to be made by March 1st. We spent all day trying to reach out to the building's owner for comment, but have not yet heard back. Reporting in Stockton, Josie Hart, KCRA 3 News.
The program director telling KCRA 3 today that their funding is put on hold because they're out of a building. All staff members will be laid off until they're told whether they can return and keep this program going.
Yeah, I know it was muted. I'm sorry. I just said it's sad to see that veterans are homeless like that because the government don't want to help them after they went over there and done what the government asked them to do. It just makes me sick. All right, we're going to play the other one. I got two more to show, and then someone sent me something just now to show.
Homelessness is still an issue here in Austin, even if more of the people are out of sight because of the camping ban that was reinstated back in May.
Connor Board learns why the people who served our country have a higher chance of ending up on the streets. And more importantly, we talk about what we can do about it.
Serving our country is one of our nation's highest honors.
I started out doing communications and then got stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, and was in an artillery unit and ended up working with the forward observing teams in the artillery units.
I was an infantryman with the Army. I spent a year in the DMZ in Korea, a year in Iraq and Baghdad from 2004 to 2005.
Blake Holbrook, a Purple Heart veteran who had 5 men in his unit get killed overseas, knows that this service can come with a price.
I ended up in 3 psychiatric wards, mostly because the VA was just giving me a lot of medications. I ended up in a substance abuse rehab for those medications where they gave me more medications. And really, I would have been a homeless veteran had my family not stepped in.
For others like James Lambert, who moved to Texas with his friends after their time in the military, no one stepped in until later on.
I struggled a little bit more than they did getting out and couldn't afford the place I was staying in. And after a while, I ended up living out of an 82 Ford Ranger in a Walmart parking lot.
James lived in that parking lot for a year, struggling with alcohol and painkillers that he got hooked on after being treated for back pain.
When I was going through that situation, my lowest point, I considered suicide because I was like, there's no way out. I can't deal with it anymore.
He never shared that he was homeless when this was happening. This secret struggle is common among veterans.
Wearing the uniform, you have so much pride, so much respect for yourself and others that when you lose your home, it's embarrassing, it's sad.
Now both Blake and James are using their experiences to help others. Blake is a peer mental health specialist with the Samaritan Center in Austin and works with veterans in the state jail. He says about 50% of the veterans in his program were homeless before they were arrested.
A lot of times we'll work with the VA and they have a HUD-VASH program that will give them a voucher for, say, 3 to 6 months of rent. In Austin, as we all know, the housing prices are skyrocketing. Just rent in apartments is difficult. So if they have these vouchers, at the end of those vouchers, they can't afford. They don't have a job that can afford the rent in Austin. And a lot of times they just end up back on the street.
James is the peer service coordinator for the Military Veteran Peer Network in Travis County. He works with the police department and sheriff's office responding to veteran interactions and meets one-on-one with veterans to connect them with different resources.
When the camping ban came into effect, I lost contact with a lot of the vets that were in the area. I used to be able to go every day and see. I knew where all the veterans that I was talking to were staying, and then I'd always run into more.
The 2021 estimates by the Ending Community Homelessness Coalition before the camping ban in May showed of the 3,160 people experiencing homelessness in Travis County, 284 were veterans. That means while veterans only make up 5% of the general population, they make up 9% of the homeless population. Blake says in a city as innovative as Austin, we need to find solutions.
So when you come to the table saying, let's reinstate the camping ban and let's get rid of the so-called trash in this town, well, it turns out that trash are humans and we should act accordingly. So come to the table with solutions, not just talking about a problem.
Blake and James using the good and bad from their past to lead fellow veterans to a new chapter of healing.
You're struggling right now. That's okay. We all struggle. Where do you go from here? There's a path to be successful. You just got to choose it.
And one point both James and Blake made is the importance of caring for the entire person. They think that Austin could use more facilities that both house and treat people to stop the cycle of homelessness and get to the root of the issue.
kind of help. You can
See,
find the story
that's-
on our website, kv.com.
And, you know, I never thought about homelessness for veterans until I got into the VFW. And as y'all know, well, some of you might not know, before I started this, right before I started this stream, not too long before, me, Becca, and Tyler and Trinity were homeless. We was, well, we wasn't actually homeless, but we was living in a motel paying $300 a week. And that's me working 2 jobs until we saved up enough to find this house. And this house was found through the VFW auxiliary president. His dad owns this house that we're in. So that's the reason we found it. Houses down here are not cheap. And everything keeps going high because we had a casino put in down here. And that's the reason everything is going high down here. For a 1-bedroom house here was $1,500. That was reasonable for someone to live in. It had good heat, good water, and stuff like that. Now this one is the same thing. It's very soul destroying. I always thought that would make a person feel worthless as shit. And for a long time it did. And then I just said, well, hell, I'll just double work. And I worked like 90 to 95 hours a week. I didn't have a chance to do anything with the kids. By the time I got home, I went straight to bed and was up 5 hours later going right back to work. So yeah, it's weird, and to see it for our veterans, it really sucks. Because some of them can't get out and work 90 to 95 hours a week. They're sick. They're elderly. But it seems like nobody cares for them, you know, in the government or anything. So it really gets to my heart when I see stuff like this. And when they're homeless, what it can lead to. Well, see, we still rent. And yeah, I'm getting ready to not be able to do this for a little while. Right. Because the light bills around here are ridiculous. Yeah, just like me, we had 2 little ones. We hadn't had James yet. But while we were still in the motel, they gave us James he wasn't actually ours then. Well, he lies. I don't care. And people, you can get mad at me if you voted for him, but he's a lying piece of shit. He ain't taking care of nobody but himself. But I ain't gonna go into politics, so I'll just stop it right there. He's a lying piece of shit, in my opinion. But yeah, that's why I push so hard to get donations for the veterans, so we can help them with whatever we do. And it don't have to be big donations. Just I don't know. I'm not talking about the Wells hearing right now, Evie. I'm sorry. So whatever donation I get is greatly appreciated for the veterans. I know they appreciate it. I know I deeply, deeply appreciate it. So I'm gonna show one more video, and actually I got two, but I know.
Moving trucks and lots.
Now this it's still helping the veterans a little bit, but it could be better. So.
Moving day is a little different for some military veterans without homes, like Navy vet Scott Beatty. He's been living in a tent in a Los Angeles homeless encampment nicknamed Veterans Row.
Oh, we're happy about it. We get out of here and then in somewhere safe. I was assaulted up to maybe 8 times out here, slugged in the face, knocked out. It hasn't been fun.
Beatty and about 40 other vets who have lived along this street are being moved onto property owned by the Veterans Administration. They will still be sleeping in tents, but the area has more security, plus regular access to food, showers, and VA services. Some say letting the veterans sleep on their large lawn is the least the VA can do.
It's 3 times the size of Disneyland, and it gets a lot of funding, as we all know. So how is it possible that we have homeless veterans dying in the street?
Beatty says he's grateful just to move within the VA's gates.
Well, I'm happy to get inside of there. And then my social worker has lined up an apartment for me down the street. So if that goes through, then I'll be leaving there immediately and going into my apartment.
Daryl Joseph says it's taken a little bit of time to get unhoused vets off the streets.
And we have been working diligently to get each one of them housed. Each one of them has a different set of needs. And so it's taken a little bit of time.
According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, over 11,400 veterans are experiencing homelessness in California alone. This is Inside Edition Digital.
See, just shit like that bothers me a whole lot. All right, guys, I'm going to show you 2 more things. Let's go to, this was sent to me just a few minutes ago. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. Hopefully y'all can see it. Veteran Sean Spain, who took his life, blamed Department of Veterans Affairs. Okay, whatever. There we go. When Sean Spain took his life last month on the Gold Coast, he wanted everyone to know why. The former soldier spent 15 years in the Army. 15 years in the Army and completed 5 tours in East Timor, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Before he died, Mr. Spain left a note which his family decided to share with ABC. In it, he singled out the Department of Veterans Affairs. I've taken my own life for many reasons, and DVA are mostly to blame. Mr. Spain note reads, DVA continued to make life difficult for many soldiers, and to get emotions approved can take from 1 month to 3 months. November 2021, I had to fight even DVA transport to get to Gold Coast Hospital for major neck fusion, and this started me thinking, why go on? See, things like that make them think a lot, man. Mr. Spain was medically discharged as a result of physical injuries and struggled with the transition from military to civilian life. Exactly. His brother Brandon said he wanted to share Mr. Spain's last words to change the way veterans were supported and acknowledged after discharge. What was going through my brother's mind when he wrote that letter, Brandon said. He said the DVA were mostly to blame, and it's tough. Mr. Spain has spent years trying to get more structured support from himself and other members of the veteran community. Brandon said he wanted to take up the fight now, so he's taking up where his brother left off. My brother was my hero. He was my protector. He had the courage, the wisdom, and the ability to change people's lives, Brandon said. He was always there, not only for myself, but all of his mates. So he was also, yes, Rocket Queen. The Royal Commission into Defense and Veteran Suicide received more than 3,000 submissions and heard from 243 witnesses in public. Yeah, and down here, they say if you go more than 3 times a month, they blackball you and you can't get medication. That's ridiculous. A final report is being prepared for the federal government. In August last year, Royal Commissioners Nick Caldas, James Douglas, and Peggy Brown gave 13 urgent recommendations. A key recommendation including eliminating a backlog of 41,799 claims by March of next year. They recommended the government provide the resources to ensure the deadline was met. We know that the long wait to receive entitlements can have a terrible effect on veterans' mental health, and in some cases leads to suicide and suicidality, Commissioner Calder said in August last year. Am I a veteran? No, my father and my brother was. So when I was younger, I messed up and couldn't become a veteran. So to pay respect and honor to my father and brother and other veterans, I do this. So I'm a member of the VFW Auxiliary, and I am the junior or senior vice president this year of the Auxiliary. And that's how I pay my respects, and that's why I work for the veterans. The Department of Veterans Affairs said it was deeply saddened with the news of Mr. Spain's death, and our condolences go out to the family. Of course they are. Every suicide is a tragedy, and the loss of a current former Australian Defence Force member is deeply felt by the entire defense and veteran community. And it just goes on and on and on, and it just, I'm so over shit like that. So the next thing that I want to show you, all right, veterans are 57% higher risk of suicide than those who haven't served. Now, what I'm going to show you next is stats. Veteran suicides in 2020, 6,146. 20 consecutive years with 6,000 plus veteran suicides. If y'all have a VFW, please join the VFW. Now, 125,000 plus veterans have died by suicide since 2001. 125,000 soldiers that served this country, served any country, and they've committed suicide because nobody wants to help them. When you go and fight for your country and defend this country and risk your life for this country, don't you think that it should be? Hold on just a minute, please, y'all. Tyler wanted to tell me he loved me. But they want to do all, send them over and have them risk their life so we can sleep well at night, know our country's taken care of, and all that good shit. But no, they don't. Now, veteran suicide is the second leading cause of death in veterans under the age of 45. Are you kidding me, people? So y'all see why I get on here and I push for the veterans. And I push for donations, and I hope that we can do everything that we can for these veterans. Wicked West, the last time I done a story about the homeless part in Washington, D.C., there was a veteran that actually sat in the waiting room of the VA hospital for 8 hours to see a doctor. When they finally went to check on him, he had passed away in the VA waiting room. Are you fucking kidding me, people? And I don't like to talk about politics. Some do. Some do, some don't. But why, my question is, why is our government not helping these veterans that go over there and fight for their homeland, their president, their governors, or anything like that? Why don't they help? I'm not saying that the millionaires shouldn't help. I'm just saying, why ain't the government taking care of them? The government is the one that pays them boys. A majority of them don't. But I guarantee you 98% of the government don't. So I'm going to bring I already seen it. I already know that song. My brother played that song all the time. Before he passed away from pancreatic cancer, he played Wrong Side of Heaven. I know it is the biggest problem. So I try and talk about it without talking about them. And it's hard. It really is. But I'm going to grab the link. If y'all want to come up, shoot your shit for a minute, because I'm not staying very long. I got to go to the neighbor's house here. He wanted me to help him over there. So as I'm doing this, if y'all don't care, please help me in my stride to help the veterans. So please make a donation. Anything will count. I don't care what it is. They will appreciate it. If you don't have PayPal, please put it in the Cash App and say donations for veterans. I'll take it out of Cash App and put it directly in the PayPal. This PayPal goes directly to the veterans. It goes directly into the veterans account of our banking for the auxiliary. And that was him. He said, I told him that I would be over there just as soon as I got a chance. So there's a link. If y'all want to come on up, please come up. We can shoot the shit for a minute. And yeah, we have missed you, No Capitals. Hello, Wild Angel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
I have 3 daughters that were in the military, and my oldest daughter, she has trouble when she goes to like the hospital for things. She had, they just do like kind of botchy work.
Right.
And you would think that with as much as they don't invest in the people they should, that they would have top-notch doctors and people for them.
Well, they're trying to save money so they can buy $5,000
More,
toilet seat,
or
$3,000.
more missiles.
I have a question, Rebel.
Hi, Evie. How are you?
Good. How are you? What is the VFW?
Veterans of Foreign Wars.
So is it like a foundation?
It's for veterans that have stepped foot on foreign soil to fight for our country.
And what does it just provide, like an array of services and financial help?
To some extent, because they're a nonprofit organization. But they also, excuse me, I'm sorry. But they're like disabled veterans, anything to that effect.
I don't know. I wish there was something that I could do. Because just seeing that picture of all those tents, like where I live, it's not like that. Like I've never seen,
What, if you don't care what, thank you, hippie grandma. I've seen it, honey. Thank you so much. And they will appreciate that. What state do you live in? And I'll see if there's a VFW near you that you can go check out.
well, if it's Veterans of Foreign Wars, I can Google it.
Yeah, just Google that and see if there's one close by you, and then go check them out. I mean, I loved it when I joined. I loved it, and I've been loving it ever since. And we've been members since. Oh goodness, 2016, 2015.
I'll just tell you briefly my experience with war. My father was in the Vietnam War, and when he came home, he didn't have services available because he's seen his best friend be blown up by an IUD.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't get the mental health services or medication or the counseling or the therapy that he needed. And so a couple years after he came home from the Vietnam War, he drove his truck off a bridge and committed suicide. And then my grandpa was pretty high ranked in the Army as well, but he didn't have any, I can't say that he didn't have any issues. I don't know. I was too young.
Right.
But nothing like, my father committing suicide.
My dad was in the Vietnam War. My brother was in, I can't even think of the name of the war he was in, because my dad and my brother didn't like talking about it because it brought back bad memories, because they've seen some of their friends pass away. And then I seen, well, I didn't see it myself. I heard from my mom that my uncle laid in a German hospital for 6 months because nobody knew who he was. He was in a coma, and nobody knew who he was. And luckily, a friend that from the same area said, "Let me go look. I might be able to tell you who he is." And luckily, it wasn't no friend of his, but it was a guy from the same town that knew who he was, and they shaved his beard off because they let his beard grow. And when they shaved his beard, he said, "That's," and he gave his name, and they finally got word to my grandmother that he was alive instead of, passed away, because for a long time, everybody thought he was already passed. Hey, Juju.
Yeah, I wrote that down. I'm definitely going to look into that and see what there is in my area.
And go and seriously go check him out. Please go check him out, because to me, you're fine, Juju. To me, it's inspiring to go and help these veterans and go be in parades and go put the flags up at these cemeteries and stuff. Because I love it.
Yeah, no, that's done.
I live in a different state and, like about 10 hours away from my hometown. So it's hard for me to get back home to put flowers on his grave for his birthday and Veterans Day and Memorial Day,
I do understand that. If it's hard for you to get back, maybe you can do one in your backyard for your grandfather or something like that. Just to show appreciation to him. I mean, my brother, he's buried in another state, so I don't get to see him a lot.
I actually pay my best friend to go to the cemetery on holidays and put something on his grave. Like I give her $50 and she goes and buys something and puts it on my dad and my grandfather's grave. So I'm pretty blessed in that aspect, There's still something there. He's not forgotten.
Right. Well,
I just physically can't do it. And,
right. Well, I mean, that's good that you have somebody to do that for you.
I'm blessed. She's been my best friend for like 30 years, and she'd do anything in the world for me.
I'm having some. Y'all continue to talk. I'm having a buzzing noise going off on my computer here. I don't know why. And it's my phone. What the hell?
It's acting quicker.
It was acting crazy, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah. Thank God it stopped. It's because you had it plugged in.
Yeah, I don't know why, because that charger usually works.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hello, Miss Kimmy Poo.
Hey, Tyler. You look handsome. I just got out of the shower. Oh, that's why you look so handsome.
Don't give him a big head. His head's already big enough.
Oh, whatever. I'm almost 5 foot. I'm just gonna say I'm 5 foot.
Oh,
You're gonna be way taller than me.
Yeah, you're not 5 foot yet.
I'm just gonna say
All right, well, you just say it.
so people stop picking on me at school.
Who's picking on you?
This girl.
Are they calling you short?
Yeah.
You need to get you some boots on to stand up to her.
She says, "Why you so short?"
Get some boots.
She's picking on you because she likes you, Tyler. I said,
Oh, did you hear?
yeah, she likes it.
I was born this way.
He said I was born this way.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
Dinner time.
All right, go on. Oh. But yeah, I just wanted to show that stuff, man. It irritates the shit out of me that
It's so mean.
all these men went over there and sacrificed a lot of stuff. I mean,
I have a question, Rebel.
yes, ma'am.
I have one in the town that I live in.
Uh-huh.
Do I just call them and ask them what I can do that's not monetary based? Like if I
You
can
can
volunteer by like serving food or doing something else or going to a fundraiser, or how do I approach calling them?
just call them and ask them if they have an auxiliary first, which is what I'm a part of. And if they do, the only thing that you would need to get is a copy of your dad's or your grandfather's DD-214, which shows that somebody in your family was a member of the military that went across, on foreign soil. And then you can join. But you can also ask them if you can volunteer to help in any way possible. I mean, because you're more than welcome to volunteer because we have volunteers with us.
How do you go about getting? Sorry.
Go ahead.
How do you go about what did you call it? I'm trying to write it down. A DD-14?
No,
DD-214.
Yes.
How do you go about getting that?
You would have to, because Joey's the one that found mine. You would have to ask someone that's in the auxiliary if they could tell you how to get it. Because Becca takes care of all our paperwork through everything.
Okay.
So she talked to Joey and Joey told her how to do it.
Okay.
But all it is a copy of a paper that says that your grandfather or your father or even your brother was in the service, touched foreign soil with his feet, or was in the service.
Okay.
And that's what a DD-214 is. It tells you where he was stationed at across seas. Yeah, you can get it from the courthouse.
Do you have to prove that you have a relationship to this person, even though they're deceased?
Yeah, it was my dad and my brother.
But how did you prove that you were the child?
Because on my birth certificate, it said my father's name.
Okay, so I would probably just need like my social security card and my birth certificate.
That's it.
All right.
Thank you. See you later. And Casper Friendly, that happens. Casper got up on panel and we could barely hear her. And she said she figured it out. Her Bluetooth was on. Well, you can try. You can try again another time because we would love to have you back.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Just ask for the DD-214 at the courthouse, and then they'll probably say, "How are you kin to him?"
How would I have to prove that it was my grandfather? So I would just have to have my birth certificate and my dad's birth certificate.
That's what I'm wondering, because I'm assuming if you need that information, you would have to go to the state of where they resided in and request it. And like I said, that's like 10 or 20 hours away from me right now.
You can actually, what do you call that when you send it through the
scan and email?
Email, yeah.
Okay, cool. See you later. Said it. Yeah, I have your birth certificates and Detective One long form birth certificate, I believe. Okay.
Mine wasn't a long form.
Oh.
But that's Virginia here, though.
Yeah, I'll try to figure it out because I would like to find the closest one to me and try to do some stuff. You've kind of inspired me. Hold on,
I'm telling you. And
Kimmy, you just go to vfw.org and then at the top it says find a location and you put in your zip code.
There you go. Markella put it in. in chat, Kimmy Poo and Evie. Let me say something here. Lorraine fell out again.
Thank you, Markella.
Just muted.
Yeah, and if there's somebody at the VFW, they can usually help you easy. They'll have like a spokesperson.
You want some of this top lettuce? Rebel,
Yes, ma'am.
what does the auxiliary part of it mean?
They're the ones that go out and do like poppy drives and put flowers on the graves and do all kinds of drives to raise money for the VFW.
So if I were to can I join this organization and be like a not like a representative, but just like a member?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you sure can. When I first started, I was just a member. My second year is when I become junior vice president first, and then senior, and then back to junior. Because there's 3 different people that basically are the higher ones right there. Because nobody is joining here. We've got mainly everybody we've got that want to join, and there may be a few stragglers come in, but they don't want to run because they don't want to get out and do the work. They just want to volunteer to. Okay, like we had concerts when we had the big building. So when we had concerts, they would come and work just to see the concert. And no, and when we don't have nothing where there's concerts and nothing, they're still members, but that's it. Yeah, auxiliary member by your parent, grandparent, child, or any kind of close kin to you.
This will be definitely something that I look into within the next few months when things die down.
Well, I'm telling you, you'll love it. If you've ever volunteered for anything, this is one that's, to me, it does. Now, I won't say about everybody. Yes, they don't want to help do the footwork, Markella. Thank you.
I do volunteer through my church and through other organizations. And I'm also a couponer. So I'm like the crazy hoarding lady that has like 50 things or 100 things.
Right.
Like, so I could donate. I probably have over 100 bottles of like shampoo and conditioner. Like, I could give that to them. I probably have over 500 toothbrushes that I all got for free. I have stuff I could donate to them. I usually tend to donate to the homeless shelter here, and the domestic violence women's shelter. But I will definitely look into this and seeing if they could use some things that, soap or toothbrushes or, stuff like that, if they would use it.
They can use anything that you would like to give. We went out and bought socks at the Dollar Tree when we've had the money. We've went out and bought shampoo, toothpaste, mouthwash, just T-shirts, and we made like bundles for Christmas and gave it out when we had the extra money and stuff like that. It felt real good to see a veteran walk up knowing that man was across seas and fought for me, and be able to hand him something and him not have to worry about, well, am I going to have to pay for it? No, this is yours. It's not much, but it helps.
What was I going to ask? Is this for displaced veterans only, or is this for at-home housed veterans, or both?
Both. It's for any vet. If they're homeless, if they have a home, if they,
Dumplin wants the link. Sorry to
if,
interrupt you.
no, you're fine. If they want to help with veterans that want to move to a cheaper place, stuff like that, just anything. There, Dumpling.
You feeling okay, Rebel?
Still a little tired. Not too bad though.
Okay, good.
The like I said, the medicine they put me on, I didn't know that it fatigued me, but it does.
I'm sorry.
Well, Becca had to take Tyler to the doctor today, and I told her to ask the doctor, and she hasn't called me back yet. That's another thing that we do. See you later. We help children during Christmas with the veterans. We feed the veterans and homeless kids or kids that are less likely to have a Christmas. So we help them during Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Less fortunate.
Yeah.
We appreciate what you do, Rebel, for these veterans.
Well, I love doing it, so I appreciate y'all for saying that, but I love doing it. I would do it even if I didn't know anybody.
And you're very open and honest about why you're not a veteran.
Yeah, I mean, I was young and dumb and got 2 felonies, and really I probably couldn't do it now even because of my health, but
yeah.
What's wrong, Rebel? What's wrong? You tired?
Yeah, I feel like Dumpling tonight. Except I don't have a tanning booth in my house.
And you don't fall off chairs randomly.
I was just gonna say something about the chair. That is so funny, but that's something totally I would do. I'm not even lying. So.
Oh wow! See you later. Said I asked my father for his DD214 and was shocked when he pulled it out of his wallet.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey Rebel, do you own like handguns and stuff like for protection?
I'm not allowed to yet, but I can get them back now.
But I mean, like, if you've ever had one before, like, what was your first choice the first time you ever had one?
I haven't had a handgun, honey. I got messed up when I was 18.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've always carried other kinds of weapons.
Right.
And
I carry a 9mm.
Yeah, I was looking at one today, and I was trying to figure out which one I wanted.
Is Becca in the back?
She's in the living room.
No.
Go.
Becca in chat.
Wild Angel, you should go.
It's okay.
Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop. They usually have good deals. I got a purple 9mm there, Glock.
Yeah, I found some on Tyson's or Teason's or whatever the hell they call that place here. But it's probably similar to that. Yeah, Tyson's.
Becca wants me to buy.
I got a good price on it right now. I think I want a semi. They have a basic model, then they had a semi.
Becca wants me to buy her a gun.
Right.
What, Rebel?
I said Becca wants me to buy her a gun, but hers is going to cost me.
I didn't hear the last part. Sorry.
She wants a
49.
gun.
They had 2 models, and I liked this semi because it's a 10 round.
She wants a what, Rebel?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's not bad.
My dad has one of those.
What's a Donald Trump? Wow. It's on my phone.
It's a gun with Donald Trump on it.
I want one.
Oh boy, I don't know. What does that really mean? Is that a subliminal message?
Yeah. Yeah, she likes Donald Trump.
The thing I like about him is how he handles the people that he has to deal with because it's very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Sharon said, I did the socks, gloves, knitted hats, toiletries, and water bundles for the homeless with many veterans. My grandson passed them out last time for me. I didn't ask him, he offered. That was so sweet,
Well,
Sharon.
Sharon, tell him I said thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rebel, I'm going to get off of here, but I just wanted to thank you for kind of explaining yourself and your platform, and what you do and what you have to offer, like information wise. When my son gets out of school in May, this is something that I'm going to really look into and see if I can get involved and how to get involved and stuff like that. So I might need to pick your brain once or twice in the meantime.
You're more than welcome to.
Thank you, Evie, and we appreciate you coming up very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Evie. And thank you for the questions because they made me think.
And Evie, meet Dumpling again. Evie had a cat, Dumpling, that was typing on her keyboard.
Oh
It's just
boy.
posting weird letters and such.
That's okay. My cat timed out someone last week on here, Evie.
Found out about 3.
Oh.
He
Okay.
was typing all sorts of things in chat that had, nothing to do with the conversation.
I understand.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a cat hoarder. I got 3 cats.
That's you're not a cat hoarder.
No, Dumpling, how many do you have?
I might have 13.
And I have 3 dogs, so we're the threes. I don't know.
Oh, come here.
I wanted to be able to call them like Larry, Moe, and Curly or something funny, some funny like threesome thing. So it's kind of funny.
I only have 6 cats and 3
Hello,
dogs.
Miss Tina.
Tina.
Hi, you guys.
And
I
Tina,
wasn't going to come up. I don't know a lot about the veteran stuff, and I mean,
well,
I know some because
But look at you. Look at you. You're dressed in camo.
Oh my
yeah.
God, right. I didn't even think of anything to do with that with the veterans. See, that's what I mean. It's like,
You're
but I
fine.
wanted to say hello because it's been a couple of weeks. I think it's been a week and a half, and I've been wanting to come up and say hello, and but maybe I could say this, my ex. Well, you guys already know this because I asked questions in the chat and found out some things. My ex was in the Air Force in Okinawa, Japan in 1986. Yeah, because that's when we got married the first time. Anyway, and he guarded the Habu, which at that time was the
Okay.
fastest jet.
Explain to me what a habu is now. Don't know.
It's a jet.
Habu.
Oh,
Habu, Habu.
Habu.
Probably not the fastest jet today, right? It's been 35 years or whatever since 86. But he guarded that, and but then his father died of an aneurysm right before he was sent over to Japan, and he just couldn't deal with it. And I'm not trying to justify his kicking me and him being on rods. And
let me say this right quick, Tina. Let me go answer the door and I'll be right back. But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Okay, all right.
I'll be right back, y'all.
But it was really scary. A lot of people drink, in the military, at least in Okinawa. I was kind of, I mean, I have nothing against Marines. I probably shouldn't even say this. No, I won't say it. I just won't say it. As a woman, right, I was warned that they get pretty wasted, but all military do, right? Now I wish I just stuck my foot in my mouth. But anyway, he got dishonorably discharged. I think he likes to tell me it was honorable. I don't think it was, because things were so intense. And I went into this little office that was way, way up high at Kadena Air Force Base. And this guy with all these, what are those called, medals and patches and whatnot, said, you need to get off this rock. And that was the first time I had heard anyone call the island a rock. Makes sense, I guess. But I didn't. I stayed. And but I was drinking back then too, and it was not good. So that's what I know, have experience with, and kind of seeing the culture, and going into those stores. What are those stores called where everybody on base goes into them?
The commissary?
Not
a commissary?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I'm echoing through someone's thing now, but well, maybe it is, but I thought it had like an I in it, like a SI, I don't know, B thing. But anyway, but that was so many years ago, and then his father or grandfather was shot at by kamikazes. The kamikazes, that was World War II, I think, and almost died on a ship. And my ex mother-in-law, Joe's mom, is very much on all that military and things of that nature, and used to watch her father leave off the bay here where I live. I'm not in Seattle. I'm 2 hours from Seattle, and there's a bay. And, many, many years ago, and she's in her 80s now, but I'm really glad that, because honestly, like when I give some homeless people $1 or $2, and sometimes I make sure I have some quarters, they stand outside of Fred Meyer's store. Here it's called Fred Meyer, where you can buy clothes and toiletries and food and everything in one store. The men, to me, kind of look like they might be veterans, but you just don't know, right? And I'm the kind of person, I just am. If they're going to go buy a beer with it, whatever. I want to help. I want to let them know that I notice and that I care. And one day the light changed, and my neighbor who drives me to the store, I pay her $10. And we were sitting there, and the light changed to green. And I got out anyway and handed this guy, I had just a few dollars and quite a bit of change. And the person behind me, oh, they were so pissed, you guys, so rude. And I got back in the car, and I leaned my head out, and I was like I didn't give him the finger. We didn't need a road rage thing. But I was like, what's your problem like that? So it just seems like people are too much in a hurry to want to help homeless veterans. I know so many people say, no, they're just going to do drugs with it. No, they're just going to drink. What if they're not? What if they're homeless veterans? You know what I mean? It's like, I just personally think people need to step up a little more. If you have $1 in your wallet, you don't need it. Just giving them a smile, and I notice a lot of them that I could tell are veterans, because we have quite a few homeless in this town. It's only like 250,000 population. They always say, God bless, have a nice day. They're so sweet. You know what I mean? But I mainly wanted to say hello to Rebel and whoever's in chat and whoever's up here. I'm having some coffee at 6:00 at night here.
Well, thank you for coming up.
Tina, I'm having coffee at 8:00. It's okay.
Yeah, well, it'll keep me up, but that'll be good because I got some things I need to do.
But I caught part of what you were saying, Tina. So I agree with you. There's up here at Walmart where I live. There's 2 different Walmarts close to me.
Yeah.
there's a veteran that sits out here, and it's the ones that say homeless and stuff like that. So I give him one of my cards, which I have right here. That's one of my cards that I give.
Oh.
And I tell him to go straight to the VFW. And I tell him, I say, I'm going to give you this money. You do with it as you will. I feel good for giving it to you. And he usually goes to the VFW every time that I see him. And I'll give him a $20 bill and tell him to go down there. And he's usually pretty good. He goes down there and gets socks and whatever we have that he can use. So it could. Who could you? Let me try and rephrase it. I know it's hard to give people money out on the street or however, but and I'm not talking Christianity or nothing like that, but when they go to check your book at the end of your time, it's going to have that in there. So that's going to look good for you. And who's to say that ain't Jesus that you may be helping out? And I'm not trying to scoot it over into Christianity. I'm just saying. What if that was and flip flop the situation? Trust me, I've been homeless. What if that was you sitting there on that street?
Yeah.
I have a question, Rebel.
Yes, ma'am.
Right,
Would you be willing to use your platform that you've already established to help people like me get established in the VFW in my area and kind of walk me through the ins and the outs and stuff like that?
I can try the best that I can, Evie. I can't say that I'm one of the good ones that knows what I'm doing right because I have help too. Every time that I go to work, I have to, you tell me what to do, where to go, what I need to do. But
because my son and I would probably be really interested in donating items to them as well as volunteering.
I'll try my best. I promise you, I'll try my best. And if I can't figure it out, I will get somebody on this panel that can help you.
I think you need to make this I don't know how many times you go live. It seems like a lot. I think you should probably try to bring this up at least once a week. So it's something that we can all be reminded of and, be thankful for our blessings, and try to bless others. Because it doesn't always have to be monetary based to bless somebody else.
No, I mean anything. And I do go once a week for veterans.
That's what I was going to ask, Rebel. Is there any way can kids volunteer at the VFW too?
I don't know about y'all's, but the one that I'm in now, we just started a junior auxiliary for kids that's under the age 18 if they want to help. Yes. So we did start a junior auxiliary. Maybe y'all could throw that into once y'all get over there and they are established. Now, the auxiliary, when it first started out, was women only. But they changed that. It is open to anyone. Here it is. So you have to see what your auxiliary is all set up about. Maybe they've changed it there too. Hopefully they've changed it nationwide because a lot of men can't get. I mean, you can help and volunteer, but you can't get in there and go into if there's a we had the what's it called? Hold on a minute. Hazard Fest, which was a festival for the Dukes of Hazzard. We couldn't have got in there to help because it was through another VFW, and we wouldn't have been a part of that one. But where I was a member, I could go into that one because I was already a part of the VFW. So I mean, we've done Hazard Fest, we've had concerts with Big Smo. What's that song that Becca likes? Jelly Roll, Struggle Jennings. we've had wrestling events where I've even wrestled in the event, and it's just something that it really helps me. And every time that I do this, I every time I'll look up and say, "This is for you, Dad and James," because I'm honoring my brother and my dad doing this. Because my stupid ass got messed up when I was younger, like I said, and couldn't do nothing. But this is the way I help.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When you were gone, I was asking the panel, what's the name of that store? You know where the military go? Is it
The
on
PX.
base? What is that called?
The PX.
Yes, not BX, PX.
Yeah, PX.
Okay, Kimmy Poo said commissary, and I've been racking my brain, Kimmy Poo. I think isn't a commissary where like they go for dinner, like the officers and the some of the soldiers.
No, that's a chow hall.
Oh, the commissary's the chow hall.
The
No,
commissary is where you get your stuff from jail. That's what I know it as.
What's
it's
the
like a little
commissary?
store on base for, family members or the veteran himself. It's like a grocery store.
That's what I thought the PX was, because I knew those were just. I
A,
thought
P, a PX is a grocery store. Chow hall is where you go to eat.
Right.
So different branches call it different things
Yeah.
because the Air Force calls it a BX.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, didn't I say BX? Okay,
You did.
that's right. BX, PX. Okay, I didn't know that.
But see, when my dad was a Marine and my brother was in the Army, it's PX to me for some reason.
Okay. Thank you for that, Becca.
And my ex was Air Force and they called it the BX.
Rebel, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I brought up the DD 214, and I don't know all of the information on the form. Like, I don't know like his social security number or anything.
Now, are you using your grandfather's?
No, I was gonna do it for my dad.
And I'm not trying to be nosy. Is your mom around to where you could ask her?
Yeah, but I don't think she has it. I think the only thing she has is his death certificate. Is it on a death certificate?
Yes.
It is?
It is here where I live.
Okay.
Because I got my
I'll have
dad. I found my dad's the other day. I don't know what I done with it. Yeah, try to.
One of those things, if you can't fill in all the information, but most of the information, that they would approve it, or do you think it has to be?
They will help you. They'll help you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I know, Shanny B. I was going to say thank you to everybody that did. So, Hippie Grandma, Shanny B, Kimmy Poo, thank y'all for the donation.
You're welcome.
When I'm able to donate financially, I will too, but I'm not right now. I sent you an email. My son's going back to school after being on homebound school for 5 years. So I'm needing a little bit of help myself with getting him school supplies to get into high school.
That's no problem. You coming up here talking about it, that's helpful to me also. It don't have to be all about donations, but I do ask when I do come on here to do stuff for the veterans. As a matter of fact, when it gets warm enough, I'm gonna go down to the flea market and set up, and I might take y'all with me for that day to get. Go ahead.
Sorry, if you can check your PayPal too.
I did.
I can't remember if you thanked Dumpling. I think that's where she sent it.
Oh, you sent. Okay, I see. Okay. Is Dumpling's initials BBT?
I think so. Dumpling.
Okay.
Dumpling. Uh-oh. She must be on the phone or something.
Well, when she comes back, I'll ask her. I'll be right back, guys. Go grab my cigarettes.
Thank you, Pac-Man. I'm doing pretty good. Evie, BH wants to know if you have a Cash App. It says, Evie, do you have a Cash App? I'll send a little for school supplies. Evie?
Evie, are you there? She might have walked away.
Okay.
I forgot my cigarettes. I grabbed my hamburger. Yep. Dumpling, can you hear me? Is your initials BBT? Okay, thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you.
It's okay. That's my business page, Rebel.
All right. I was sitting here going, I don't know who that lady is or who that man is. So I don't know whether to say, but thank you. So see Paper Cut Tina, you come up on panel, didn't know nothing about veterans yet. Look what you're wearing.
It's bizarre. Like, I knew you were going to do a veterans show. I picked this because it was the first warmish sweatshirt that was in her closet.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I have green pants on. I do have my turtle slippers on. Where are they?
Save the
Save
turtle.
the turtles. And here's a turtle. Yeah, I had to pick up some prednisone for my cat, and these were there along with kitty cat ones. And there was some really cute slippers, ladies. One had a coffee cup on one, and the other had a glass of wine. And it said something like evening and morning, but I don't drink anymore, right?
Was Tina?
If I did, well, it's called Hoagland's Pharmacy. So I mean, you know, where they sell a few other things, right? Notebooks, whatever, with the pharmacy. Yeah, because I'm all the way in Washington State.
I'm on the other end of the United States, so we don't have one here.
Yeah. What state are you in, Evie?
Rather not disclose.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. I had to mute. My sister called me.
Evie.
Yes.
BH wanted to know if you had a Cash App and she would send you some to help with supplies and stuff. Sorry.
That's so nice.
Who?
BH in chat.
I have Venmo or I have an Amazon wish list.
Would you care to stick it in the chat, your wish list?
Yeah, I can do that. Thank you.
Put it in the back chat,
Yeah,
and then we'll post it.
That's right. You can't post because you're not a mod. If you can put it in where it says private chat over here on the side, one of my mods will grab it and throw it out there for you.
Thank you so much.
That's so cool, you guys. It's just
Hey, Pac-Man. Sorry, Tina.
No, I just think that's so neat the way chat is helping her. I have just enough money on my card to renew my subscription to, Jimmy, and that's on the 18th. And then I have a little bit extra, which I'm thinking about, sticking in your, what's it called? Your super chat thing. But I want you to know, Rebel, I want to help the veterans too, but I don't have PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. And I've kind of looked into a PayPal before, but I don't know, it's through my bank, and I don't know. I just have a savings there.
You're fine, Tina.
But I want you to know I want to, you know what I mean? But, I think I'll at least put something in for you.
Thank you so much, BH. I put the link in the StreamYard.
Oh, wait, I can't. I have to leave to do it. But I'll leave to do it because I got to clean the litter box and stuff. I don't need to sit up here anymore,
All right.
And you're tired, and, it's good to see all of you ladies and meet you, Evie. And
all right. Now, if you're leaving, though, please be sure to come tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night is a bonfire on White Trash Family.
Yes.
So
sorry.
Dumpling, can you put that at the top chat, the link?
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
will, Rebel. I actually wrote on my calendar, WTF, bonfire, so I wouldn't forget. This is,
all right.
I have my Post-it notes, my calendar, and yeah, but I'll for sure be there. And I love you all. And oh God, now I'm getting emotional.
Oh, Tina.
Tina.
Let me just say this. To be welcomed up with such kindness and graciousness, you guys. After everything that I said and how the chat felt, it was probably really upsetting. And I learned to not get into politics on the internet. I also learned that clip channels that were really mean to me were really supportive. And that was so weird too. But for Rebel to just, let me back up like this. Really
Tina, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just emotions with this tie.
No, I kind of made a spectacle of myself. I mean, in the long run, and his channel could have been struck. And I just, when I say, Rebel, you and your family are the sweetest, I really mean it. Not because you let me keep coming up here. It's your heart and Becca's heart, your children's hearts, the way they say goodnight to you guys. You exude love. You exude it.
I love you, Tina. Hey, guys.
Thank you. But I'm going to go stick a little... Oh, hi, Becca.
Hey, honey. I love you guys.
Listen, before you go, you're more than welcome up here. Family fights. Family argues.
Exactly.
Trust me. You're still family here.
Thank you for that. That's so sweet. Oh, really quick, because I just saw Becca doesn't. Oh no, hers is Saturday.
Saturday night.
This is what I mean. It's on my calendar. All right, I'm gonna go into chat, send a little something, and I love you all. And
I love you, Tina.
I don't think I'm depressed. I don't think I'm crying because I'm depressed. I mean, I miss my mom, and my dad's passed away, and it's been years, in years for my sister, and I don't speak to her because of our, we text a little, and now my daughter's gone, but I don't think I'm depressed because I wake up, I take my Zoloft every day. I don't know why I can just cry like this. It's very weird because I wasn't.
Kimmy Poo can cry like that too. It's okay.
Oh, good.
I cry about everything, Tina. So
Oh, good.
Some people just cry. It's okay.
I understand, and
feel
I'm not
better.
depressed.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be depressed to just cry at the drop of a pin, Anyway, I'm gonna go and go down and chat. Send a little something for the Rebel family. I love you all. I'll
Love
see
you
you
too.
tomorrow. Okay.
All right. We'll be
All
back.
right.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Tina.
Bye, Evie.
Tammy Crime said, earthquake guide just came on. Prepared. Have a bug out bag. Have hard shoes near your bed, everyone. Have a blessed day.
Where
Okay.
at?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Which face group ain't accepting you?
Nelson, bless her heart, y'all. She breaks my heart. Can I get my nails done for the done? My daughter.
Did you get that link? Yes. Okay. Thank you. I was gonna grab that link.
Rebel, did you call your doctor about your medicine?
No, they were supposed to call me.
They didn't call you today? Yes. Headshot.
No.
Oh, man.
It's all right. They will.
I got a head. When are they supposed to call you?
They were supposed to call today, but they probably had too many patients to call. She can call me tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, guys, one more time. 58 likes, 72 watching. Y'all get them likes up for me. Go over and hit that share button. There you go, Dumpling. Go over and hit subscribe. Go all the way to the top. Hit all. That way, when I come on, you can come in anytime. Everybody's welcome. Come on in. Also, this show is for veterans. Yeah, I'm glad I'm drinking water too. The show is for the veterans tonight. So if you'd like to make a donation to the veterans, please do so in the PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, you can do so in Cash App. Just put donation for veterans in the Cash App message, and I'll take it out of Cash App and put it over into PayPal for you. I'd rather it go to the veterans than me. So, looking forward to lots of laughs at the bonfire. Well, that's a possibility. Ghost Devil, where you at?
I still want to know what Facebook group Bobby's talking about.
He said the WTF page.
Don and Candy did go to court today. Supposedly not happy when they left because they didn't get the kids back.
Oh, Rebel, I was going to share a picture of my dad when he was, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Hold on a minute. Go ahead. Let me put it up here. Now I'm going to make you big a little bit.
Well, you can't see me, so it's okay.
Oh, Semper Fi. He was a Marine.
That was my daddy.
So
A Marine?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where he was stationed?
I don't, to be honest. He was in before I was born, so
I bet he was in North Carolina, Fort, what the hell is it? I want to say Fort Bragg. No, it's not Fort Bragg. What is the one in North Carolina? My dad was there. Oh, my goodness.
Are you talking about the boot camp?
Yes.
Paris Island?
Paris Island, thank you.
He did go there.
Bobby Joe said, I washed my Speedos for tomorrow.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Dumpling, make sure you have dry ninja panties on, or whatever they undies. Whatever you call them.
Pull ups.
pull-ups in. Thank you. See you later. Camp Lejeune. That's where my dad was at. And then they
I'm
stuck
not
him
sure
on.
where my. I have to ask. No, he didn't ever go to war or anything. Can you still help with the VFW even if he didn't go to war?
Yes. Did he go across seas at all?
No.
That would probably be up to the auxiliary commander, but I'm not rightly sure on that one. I'd have to ask him, and I'm not going to call him at 9:30 because he got to get up at 3.
No, please.
Casper, Friendly, and Jody Ann want to know who's having earthquakes.
Tammy Crowns was saying that.
Syria and Turkey had their earthquakes.
Oh.
Yeah, but Tammy said something about us here having a bug out bag basically ready.
Oh, BH got 4 small things off your wish list, Evie.
Does WTF have a Facebook page?
Yes.
Bobby Joe said it won't accept him.
Well, I haven't been over in a while.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was one, to be honest.
BH, that was so sweet of you.
Thank you so much, BH, my son, and I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, BH, for that.
And also, Rocket Queen told Panda Lynn to just do it. Wait, does anyone know that inside joke? Was that on here? I thought it was.
It was on y'all's channel.
Oh.
See you later says you cannot join if none of your immediate relatives did not serve on foreign wars, but you can join the American Legion.
Yeah, now the American Legion you can join.
Hey, Leo Roski.
What are bug out bags, y'all?
Like a survival bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe, try and send another request.
Ooh, Strawberry Kisses American Legion burnt down.
Goodness.
Yeah, right there's the Facebook page right there.
Oh, well.
Nightbot put it out.
I guess I should try to join that.
Yeah, I haven't joined. I didn't even know there was one.
I didn't either. Oh, thank you, Paper Cut.
Paper Cut, I love you. You're so sweet.
Thank you, Miss Paper Cut. You didn't have to, but thank you.
Well, when I click on that one, Rebel, it takes me to yours.
Takes me to the regular one?
Oh, no, but at the top it says White Trash Family. I got
Rebel,
you.
if Aussies can't use Cash App or PayPal, can they donate through Super Chats and you just move it at the end of the month?
I don't know how they do that though. Bobby
No,
Joe?
they can. They can.
There you go, Bobby Joe.
But can you move it if they send it that way? Can you move it over to the veterans?
Well, I can, but I won't get it until March the 20th.
That's what I mean.
Well, yeah. Yeah. See, we don't have the canteen members here now. We have, like I said, it's just VFW auxiliary and a junior auxiliary. I got you, Markella. I think I did. And we can't, we can have a say-so in the auxiliary part, but we're allowed to go to the VFW meetings, but we don't have a say-so in that unless it has to do with the auxiliary. She said, okay, I'll snort something. I thought you said snort. I thought you were talking about dumpling, Rocket Queen. I'm sorry. I know she will. Lorraine.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi. Cutie.
She pointed at the phone and said, "Me, hey," and climbed up here so she could say hey.
Oh.
Look, Ray, I just care about y'all. You turd.
No, you can be volunteer for the VFW.
She said, me, hey. Hey, baby. Hey.
You know what it is, see you later, is when they start to have the meetings, we'll come in and tell them if there's anything that we need to discuss with them about what we're going to do for that month. If there's not anything, we'll just say we don't have nothing, and then we'll go on to our meeting.
I have a question regarding the child versus adult. You said not all participate, allowed children to participate. Like my son's almost 18. Like, would they?
Well, no, he could probably go.
Okay, I was just wondering because he turns 18 in a few months.
No, because he'd probably be able to go. Refresh your page, Markella. Because I don't have any more requests. I don't think I do. Well, let me go down through here and look just to be sure.
Wait, it took me to your Facebook.
No, it didn't. Scroll up.
Okay, hold on.
Kimmy thought the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I'm also already on there. Duh.
Am I?
I don't see corn nuggets in here.
Rebel, what's your Facebook page?
I have 3 different ones.
I want your real account.
My personal?
Yeah, if that's okay.
I don't like putting it out, but my Tattooed Rebel's about basically the same thing.
Yeah, you can get a hold of him. He uses it more than he uses his personal one.
I do, really. The Tattooed Rebel, and then I got a White Trash Family.
Okay, can somebody post me in the private chat and behind StreamYard to where I can connect with him, please?
Yeah, just a minute.
They'll probably get it quicker than I can, because
Because you're slow?
pretty much, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm slow too.
I know.
Yeah, I've always been real quick.
The other night we was talking about watching 60 Minutes and said it took you an hour and a half. That was funny now. She didn't even laugh at it.
That was funny.
You ought to see her watching 48 Hours.
Oh, Lord.
72 and a half. The VFW is, well, around here was basically for men, but they opened it up to all. Just like the auxiliary was basically for the women of the VFW, but they opened that up to everybody. So it's all open here in Virginia. I'll say that. There you go, Evie, it's in the back chat there.
Thanks, Dumpling.
You're welcome. I have to run my daughter to the store before bedtime in 10 minutes.
She got to get some corn nuggets.
No.
And here's the other one, Evie. Where'd it go? I can't even paste. Oh, can't paste there. This is the white trash family one.
Oh, Markella says I'm already in the right trash family, too. Thanks, Markella. Wonder when I joined that.
Last month.
Yeah.
Evie.
Yes, I just requested both.
Well, no, I was just going to ask you if that was your initials was T.
Yeah, don't say it. That's me.
Okay.
I'm
Got you.
sorry. There are weirdos on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. I'm sorry.
All right, now I'll have to get the other one when I switch over later. But I got you on white trash. Did Lorraine fall out and not come back up?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it popped
Just
up over
in
here.
chat, she started coughing, so she got down.
I got you, Evie. It popped up on my phone. Bobby's a member. Lorraine. There's Becca. Hey, babe. Well, see, ours right now is a tiny building. We probably couldn't park 5 cars. But we have another building where the auxiliary meets, and we meet in the back of a skate fund. Well, are we ready for tomorrow night, guys?
I hope you are.
Can you explain what's going down tomorrow night and what time, please?
It's a bonfire on White Trash Family. We're just going to go in there instead of having to talk about true crime or anything like that. We're just going to go in there and have fun, listen to music, and all that good stuff.
Do you know about what time it'll start?
No, that it'll probably start about maybe 10 because I got to wait till my kids go to sleep.
Okay, I might be able to join you tomorrow, but the other day when they posted the link to WTF, I did join it.
Tell me
Okay.
When
I'll post something on there tonight, and
when you do the thing that says notify me,
yes.
and it tells you the time and date you're going, I always leave my volume on so I can hear it come on. So that's really helpful for me.
Oh, okay, well, good deal. Yeah, it's like Bobby said, shoot the shit session.
You're gonna have to skip your medicine, Rebel, so you can stay awake the whole time.
I take it in the mornings.
Oh Lord.
When I first wake up, and it makes me that tired the whole day.
Mm.
So that's why I told my doctor I need something else, because where I have to lift with my arms, it wears my shoulders up to my neck and head right here on both sides.
Oh my goodness.
And I can't have it if I'm going to be working.
No, that's
What
dangerous.
type of medication is it?
Farziga. It's for Diabetes.
I used to take metformin, and then there was another pill I took, and neither of those agreed with me. So I do the once a week injection, the Trulicity, and it's not bad at all. And it helps because you don't have to take pills like twice a day, every day. I've had zero side effects from it. Maybe you should look into that or ask your doctor.
I already take Trulicity, and I was on metformin, but it was messing my kidneys up, so I wanted off of it. So that's why I asked her to try, and I couldn't think of the name because hippie grandma said she tried it and it's helping her, and so I couldn't remember the name. So she said, "Well, how about Parzig?" I said, "That may be the name." She said, "Well, we'll try it on you."
So you need two medications for your type 2 diabetes?
Uh-huh.
Is it because it's way out of whack, or is that just like the way your doctor does it?
That's just way out of whack. Because I can be at a 5, and then the next month I'll be at 9, and the next month I'll be at like 7. Next month I'll be at a 8. It just fluctuates a lot.
Do you take your blood sugar like you're supposed to?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't either, but see if your doctor would up your Trulicity dose if that's possible, if you aren't on the med.
She was supposed to when I went to the doctor, but she didn't send it.
I'd get on her about it because it really does work, and that's the only medication I'm on for that problem. And it's maintained below a 6.
Oh yeah, but we take it, like I said, we take it on Mondays. And okay, Dumpling, go ahead. And then the metformin I was taking one in the morning and one at night, but it was really messing with my kidneys. So
Metformin made me nauseous and have other problems. You can probably kind of guess out the other end, but the metformin tore me up, man.
yeah, I was good on it. I went on it in 2014 and just taking off of it. I took my last dose. This is my 3rd dose today of Farxiga. So 3 days ago was my last dose of metformin. But she was supposed to take me to 1.75 and or 1.50 on Trulicity, and it's still 0.75 right now.
I'd ask her to up it because I'm on 1.52.
Oh, she is going to up it. They just didn't read the paper right. They're fixing it now.
Get on their rear ends about it.
I did. That's why Becca went to the doctor today. So who I was going to be there tomorrow?
I'm going to try to be there tomorrow. If you can do a notify me thing, my laptop will automatically start playing your music or somebody talking. So that's the only real way that I know that anybody's online is when they do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it'll automatically come on if you hit the notification bell.
I'll be on. Lord knows I ain't got nothing better to do.
Me either, Becca. I'm a single mom, and my child is a teenager, so I'm not cool right now.
Well, I have 4 kids, but my husband, I feel like a single mom. He travels all week. He's not been home.
That would be so difficult. So kudos to you.
Thank you. We don't know at this point if he'll come back or when he'll be back because work was delayed, things weren't set up, and it's been a mess.
Mm.
Have y'all seen those doctor's offices they're building outside of Walmart's?
Yes.
That's what he's doing. He does the HVAC for those. He's in Florida
Oh,
working
he's
on them.
the HVAC.
Yeah.
Becca's on the damn phone and they're giving James a bath.
So how do I post a link instead of it all just showing up in black?
Say it again now.
I said, how do I post a link instead of it just all showing up in black?
Only mods can post links.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you need to put one, put it in the back chat, the private chat there.
Huh?
You'd have to put it in private chat and we'd have to send it through.
I did, and nobody pinned it to the top.
Mods can't pin it to the top. Rebel would have to pin it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What the hell? Hold on just a minute.
I'm gonna jump down, see if I can get this kid to.
Well, I'm getting ready to run anyway because it's my time to shower.
Okay, good night, Rebel. I hope you get everything straightened out and feel better.
All right, y'all be good.
All right.
Be sure to be there tomorrow now.
All right.
All right. Good night, y'all.
See ya.
Good night. See you later.
All right, guys. I'm going to jump off here. Be sure to come to the bonfire tomorrow. And again, 67 likes. That was good. Thank you. Also, one more time, if you'd like to make a donation to the veterans, please do so in the PayPal. I'm sure that they would appreciate it. I know I would greatly appreciate it. If you don't have PayPal, put it in the Cash App and put donation for veterans. I'll take it out of the Cash App and put it over in the PayPal. And I would very much appreciate it. Anything to help the veterans. Now, I will say this. We don't know none of them, but we owe them. We don't know them, but we owe them. So please make a donation to the veterans. Thank you for the 68 likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you, Strawberry Kisses. And thank you for the subs. Let's get it up. I just need 25 more subs, and I'll be at 1,400 subscribers. So do that for me if you don't care. Get that out. Get the word out there for Tattooed Rebel. Get the word out there for the bonfire. And don't forget to make your donations. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Remember, keep that flag air flying. Keep it flying. And the view never changes if you're not the lead dog. So be that lead dog in your life so you can change that view in 2023. Do that for me. And see you tomorrow at the bonfire, okay? Y'all stay out of trouble. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping by. Much love to everybody. Good night.